Welcome back to Muscle TV. Well, most of you watching will already know the value of hitting the gym with a training partner. They keep you motivated, accountable, and really help to improve the quality of your workouts. Some people, particularly some blokes though, might think that you can't have a training partner unless they lift the same as you and do the same as you do. Well, that doesn't always have to be the case, as we found out when we hit the gym with the brother and sister team of Hannah and Aaron Polides, who took us through a fantastic buy and try workout. Hannah Polides is a 23-year-old who moved to the Gold Coast with her family 12 years ago. Incredibly, she has an Instagram page with close to 250,000 followers. She's always been interested in health and fitness, but really started training hard 3 years ago after being inspired by her brother Aaron. Aaron Polides is from the Gold Coast and burst onto the scene taking first place in a very competitive under 80 kilo lineup at FitX this year. He's a bodybuilder with huge potential, but when he's not in the gym, he loves getting out into the beach, jet skiing and travelling.
I train just probably like every other young male for festivals and just to look good and with your shirt off. And a couple of guys here, they suggested to compete one day. As soon as I dedicated to doing comp, my training went up a whole nother level.
Aaron is actually the one that got me into fitness in the first place. I saw his dedication and his results and I just wanted on board as well. So I just started doing classes, mostly Pilates and yoga and cardio classes. But it was Aaron that taught me to add weights and not to be afraid of weights. And I just noticed as soon as I started incorporating more weights and using supplements the right way, that's when I really started getting the best results. As soon as I started training with my brother, I realised that it pushed me harder. So I got better results because when I was training by myself, you just don't push yourself as hard.
I've got my training partners, I've got mates that I train with on certain days, but there's still days, at least once a week, I train with either my girlfriend or can train with Hannah. And things like shoulders and arms, you can easily incorporate the workout for both. And just to mix things up, it makes it a bit different, but it's definitely easily to train with Hannah or my girlfriend at least once or twice a week. It's not a difficult workout, but I try to mix it up a little bit. It's got a few basic generic exercises in there, but at the end of both muscle groups, there's a superset just to fatigue the muscle a bit more towards the end, and also isometric holds, which is pausing and holding the weight for as long as possible, just to mix it up a bit.
I'd say not just to focus on your legs and your bum and your abs, to get an entire package, definitely focus on your arms as well.
And the first exercise is a rope tricep push down. Just something a little bit simple to start off with, get the blood in the muscle and warm up a bit. I find if I rush into it, go heavy, I can get elbow pain or little niggling injuries. So about 15 rep range and relatively light. So if you're using the pin loaded machine, maybe for a girl, Hannah starts on about 5, and maybe for the male 15, 20, pretty relatively light, and then work to your working sets. The second exercise is skull crushers. Don't let the name deter the females. Just where you lay on the bench flat with the easy bar, you're pushing upright, and we can push the weight a little bit heavier then once we're warmed up. Hannah does it really well, my girlfriend does it very well. It's very easy for the girls to do, easy to spot, and the guys love it as well.
I can really feel it in my tries really well, in the back of my arms when I'm doing it, so that's why I like it.
The last exercise for triceps is a kickback, rope kickback, using the pin loaded machine. And we're going to superset that with dips, where I will go body weight dips on the machine and Hannah will use bench dips.
So you can start doing dips without weights, just using your body weight and using bent legs as well. You can even sit up on the bench and just lean back using your tries as well. I started just wanting to get my technique right in the basic dip, and I've progressed now, so now I can put weights on the ends of my legs.
Our first exercise for biceps is just a generic preacher curl using the machine, pin loaded machine. We'll just do 2 warm-ups for that and then 3 working sets. And then we're moving into the isometric hold. So that's as much weight as you possibly can do, and then hold it at the hardest point for as long as you can. And once that's stopped, halve the weight and then rep it out to failure. This is something I learned about 3 or 4 months ago, and I actually love it. So it helps when you to break a plateau when you can't get anywhere or you're stuck at a certain plate. It's something to try to gain a little bit of strength and just to mix things up a bit.
You can definitely feel it, and I think that's great. I think with the workout, you want to be able to feel it. You want to know you're getting results. I think that's why I found it so great.
Next exercise, number 2, is an incline bench facing down, preacher curl with an easy bar hanging over. This is another exercise you don't see a lot in the gym. So it's hard on the up and the down in every direction, and you can't move, you can't cheat, you can't swing, and it's easy to spot as well.
I think definitely the range of motion is increased. So just being on that slight incline meant that you really have to work that little bit harder. Definitely hurting the next day.
Last exercise is the bicep curl, but instead of standing, which a lot of people do, just can help you improve core. Today I'm like to keep things very strict, is incline bench slightly back and your arms hang down, so it increases your range of motion. Obviously there's no swinging, no cheating, and it's not a relatively heavy movement. Rep range about 10 reps and alternating bicep curls.
I found this one really hard to begin with, but I went down a little bit in my weights and just found that I get my technique right, and now I'm really comfortable with it. It's great.
Yeah, thanks, Hannah and Aaron. That was great. Well, that's about all we've got time for this week, but remember, the registrations for the Max's Muscle Up and the Maxine Shape Up Challenge open next week. So you better be ready, you better be registered, because it's going to be the biggest and best challenge yet. With over $200,000 worth of prizes on offer, a new improved website, a brand new team of 37 highly qualified and experienced coaches and ambassadors, plus new programs for both men and women, including a new Get Strong program for women, brand new basic and intermediate training programs to suit all trainers, and much more, this year's challenge will be one that you do not want to miss. The challenge team will be there to support you every step of the way with training plans, nutritional advice, and everything else you need. It's already been a life-changing experience for literally thousands of people across the country, and we've said it before, but what are you waiting for? Make sure you're ready to sign up and to be a part of this year's challenge when registrations open next Monday, the 14th of July. You can register any time between then and when the challenge officially starts on Monday, the 28th of July. Just head to maxchallenge.com.au or maxineschallenge.com.au for all the info you need, and most importantly, make sure you're a part of this fantastic, life-changing event. You've probably all seen the transformation pics, folks, and they're incredible, but best of all, achievable. And remember, the resources and support are there for you 24/7, and it's absolutely free to join. So what are you waiting for? If you've got any interest in getting into the shape of your life or just improving, then get involved. Don't miss this opportunity. You'll kick yourself if you miss out. Make sure you sign up next week when registration's open. And until next time, see you in the gym.
Muscle TV was proudly brought to you by Maxine's, for the body you want, and Max's, because life's too short to be small.